Namah Shivaya, Arsonist Fire, here on Way of Dharma. Today I'm going to talk about getting to know Devi. It's another of our series. And today we are talking about Devi Baglamukhi. Who exactly is Devi Baglamukhi? If you are new to this channel, this is a channel whereby we talk about spiritual topics. I share mantras, and we also have many exciting things. So if you are new, please subscribe, make sure that you like, and if you are a returning subscriber, Om Namah Shivaya, Arsonist Fire, from the Way of Dharma. Unfortunately today my voice is not sounding very perfecto because I had a flu or a cold try to attack me due to a perfume I had worn days prior. So now I'm having a bit of a hassle. So I hope you kind of do hear me. And please bear in mind that I am sorry for this kind of content whereby my voice is not that clear. So now let's continue. Who is Devi Baglamukhi? Last year I had a story whereby I spoke of Devi Baglamukhi and how she saved me from witchcraft specifically. Understand? So I chanted Devi Baglamukhi's mantra for witchcraft. I don't know who was trying to attack me psychically, but I had someone attack me psychically and I reversed the magic with Devi Baglamukhi's mantra. Prior to that, I was working and there had been somebody who had hated me at work basically, and someone who had tried to make my life difficult basically. A few people basically. So by then I didn't know Devi Baglamukhi. I wish I had known her by then. So I didn't do nothing to retaliate. And then fast forward, I had a time whereby I couldn't sleep. There was someone attacking me psychically. So I summoned Devi Baglamukhi and then she saved me. Who is Devi Baglamukhi? Devi Baglamukhi, the word comes from Valga, which means to restrain basically, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was later corrupted to Vagla, and then today it's Bagla. Om Devi Baglamukhi Yai Namaha. You understand? So today it's Bagla. So who is Devi Baglamukhi? She is the tantric goddess of Stambhan. She stops enemies' attacks, and she also paralyzes the enemy's attempts at stifling you or attacking you. She stresses the opponent. She gives victory against all forms of black magic. Understand? At the back over there, you see a yantra. It's actually a yantra. And then above, I don't know if you can see, it's a picture. Let me go and fetch it. This is the picture of Devi Baglamukhi. Devi Baglamukhi. Understand? Yes. She appears to be holding a person's tongue and then hitting them with a gada while sitting on another one who seems to be paralyzed. So yes. That is Devi Baglamukhi. That is Devi Baglamukhi, everyone. This is who I wanted to introduce you to. She is probably the second of the 10 emanations or 10 aspects of Shakti, which are Parvati. The 10 aspects of Parvati. She's the second of them. She ensures victory in all enemy attacks. She bestows siddhis for defeating enemies. She also is the goddess of Tantra in general, forbidden Tantra. If you want to learn the Tantra of Maran and the mantras of Maran, which are the tantras of killing, basically, if inflicting death upon an opponent, this is the Devi to be talking to. And then if you want to learn Bashikaran, to be seductive, to subjugate your enemy. Devi Baglamukhi is the one to speak to. If you want to learn warfare, Devi Baglamukhi will be there to ensure victory over your war, basically. You understand? So Devi Baglamukhi is the goddess of forbidden Tantra. She is the Devi that you want to go to for each and every of your Tantra needs. She bestows wealth and riches. She fulfills your desires when you are a sadhaka, a devoted sadhaka to her. So you get to attain all these miraculous things. There's stories of Baglamukhi whereby her sadhakas came and practiced a sadhana to a point whereby they got exalted or became a public figure and reached billionaire status just from working with Baglamukhi. Baglamukhi is very powerful. She'll ensure victory over your enemies. And also I've realized that there's people who attack you without actually knowing, without you being aware. So Devi Baglamukhi will ensure that they get stifled and paralyzed as they attempt to do so. The best Devi to be dealing with when experiencing psychical or spiritual attacks, basically. So with Devi Baglamukhi, no one can touch you. No one can touch you, basically. So let's talk about her sadhana and how to pray, or how to connect or invoke the power of Devi Baglamukhi. One is through mantras. Two is through meditation, of course, on various yantras or representations of her. You can either focus on the yantra by looking at it intently, staring at it for 15 minutes. You can also look at the picture of Baglamukhi, Devi Baglamukhi, and focus on it, stare at it, gaze at it for 15 minutes. And her sadhana can be done by doing what? Having a yellow ashram or a yellow tablecloth on your altar or mandir. Wear yellow clothing when chanting to Devi Baglamukhi. Face the east, as they say, and have a yantra on your east, a yellow one. Use yellow candles to appease to Devi Baglamukhi. Also offer yellow offerings, whether turmeric, yellow flowers, anything yellow basically. You can also offer a cloth or use a cloth as an offering. At the time when I was beaten by the mob, I had to go and make sure that the guy that had orchestrated this had lost the job, basically. So I took a yellow t-shirt and then I chanted a mantra over it. And then I went and made sure that they got fired, basically. So you can also enchant or put magic in yellow clothing as a symbol of invoking Baglamukhi, ensuring that you have victory over lawsuits, victory over your enemies, victory at work, and etc. You understand? So that's what I wanted to discuss with you today. Here's a mantra, a very powerful mantra. You'll only need to chant this mantra once. You can either do it once each and every day for 45 days, or you can do it as long as you get the result that you are looking for. This is the mantra that I used to stop psychic attacks. A very, very powerful mantra. It's Om Halim Baglamukhi Sarvadushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stambhaya Jivham Kilaya Buddhim Vinashaya Halim Om Swaha. Let's do it one more time. Om Halim Baglamukhi Sarvadushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stambhaya Jivham Kilaya Buddhim Vinashaya Halim Om Swaha. Devi Baglamukhi occupies a very special place in my heart. She's easily approachable. She doesn't have any adverse side effects of contacting her and speaking to her. She isn't hard to please, unlike Devi Mahakali. Yes, and she will also clarify most of the illusions that you have in front of you. She'll show you truths in very, very miraculous ways. I tend to have dreams that reveal the truth when I speak to Devi Baglamukhi. The dream that I had about the matrix system and having an eye in the system to actually monitor our consciousness was when I was starting out my sadhana with Devi Baglamukhi. So Devi Baglamukhi communicates to you and is a very, very special Devi and has a very special place in our heart, you understand. So I have also discovered that she communicates to you in dreams, and whenever a message comes into me, I have a sort of like insomnia. I find that I wake up in the middle of the night and then I have a certain download sent to me, a message sent to me, sometimes in dreams. So I've also discovered many things. You see, when people are abusing you, Devi Baglamukhi will help you to enjoy that situation for the benefit of you and for the good. And she will also teach you many cunning ways to overcome your opponent by actually pretending to become weak and actually using that to your advantage and defeating the opponent. So you understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Devi Baglamukhi. Very, very powerful Devi. You'll get a sudden download on tactics of warfare when you start to speak to Devi Baglamukhi. People who conspire against you without you knowing will automatically be defeated, and they will automatically be stopped and paralyzed whenever they attempt to do so. This is Devi Baglamukhi. I'm glad that I've come across Devi Baglamukhi, and it's a very, very powerful Devi that you need to incorporate in your sadhana. Whether you practice magic, whether you practice Hinduism, Tantra, you have to have Baglamukhi on your side because she is very, very powerful. The mantra that I shared with you, it's a very powerful mantra because I only had to recite it 2 times when I was hit by the mob and there were thunderstorms that night. After chanting that Baglamukhi mantra, I could feel a very strong, angry energy, and she's the Devi that I called to when the mob was beating me up. I asked her that how can they leave me to be killed by these people, and then immediately they stopped beating me up. So yes, Devi Baglamukhi is very powerful. Her bija mantra, ekakshara mantra, it's Halim, you understand? And then there's a Trayakshara mantra, a 3-syllable mantra, Om, Halim, Om. And then there's a Chaturaksha mantra, a 4-syllable mantra, Om, Am, Halim, Krom. And then there's a Siddhi mantra, the one for attaining Siddhi, the one that you should chant for 45 days, 1005 times each and every day. It's Om Hrim Bagalamukhi Namaha. Om Hrim Bagalamukhi Namaha. You understand? You can also chant the aforementioned mantra. instead of using Halim and use Harim. Om Harim Baglamukhi. Om Harim Baglamukhi. Sarvadushtanam Vacham Mukam Param Stambhaya Jivham Kilaya Buddhim Vinashaya Harim Om Swaha. Om Hrim Bagalamukhi Sarvadushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stambhaya Jivham Kilaya Buddhim Vinashaya Hrim Om Svaha. There's also a Sarva Karya mantra, Sarva Karya Siddhi mantra for Baglamukhi, the one for wish fulfillment. I'll write it in the description. It goes like Om Ain Ain, something like that, and then it goes on and on and on and on. Mamri Pun Dehi Dehi Nashai Nashat Manovanchitam, something like that. You understand? It goes on and on and on, and then you get to reach a certain level of CD after reciting it a number of times, and then you get to attain or get your wishes to be fulfilled. This is Arsonist Fire. It was an honor talking to you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and make sure that you share to anyone who you want to help with this information. Please, if you are on Facebook, like the page Way of Dharma. If you come across this video on YouTube and you want to search for Way of Dharma and want to be sure with the Facebook page, search at Way of Dharma 108. This is actually one word, at Way of Dharma 108. Om Namah Shivaya, Arsonist Fire, here on Way of Dharma. Namaste.